You guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, my name is Unrealness. And let's get into it. Actually, before we get into it, I am well aware there might be only 20 people who actually see this video. YouTube at this moment doesn't seem to really like me. So if you are one of the people that do see this video, I do ask that you hit the like or the dislike button and definitely leave a comment in the comment section down below. For those that have been watching me for a little while now, know that I take great issue with men competing in female sports. Despite the very obvious biological differences between men and women, there are still a huge number of people who want to deny this reality and allow males to compete in female sports. I have made a number of videos spending hours of time proving that this is complete nonsense. Not only is there biological differences in both men and women, they are huge differences. And we'll go into the weeds of a few of those differences in just a moment. Before that, I want to go over a video with you guys of a male athlete competing in a female track event that is 200 meters. This, of course, happened in Sherwood, Oregon, a very liberal hotspot. So let's jump into that video.
Wilhelmina, Jaden Vandervee. In 7 for Bergen Episcopal, Abby Wilson. Out very well is Gallagher and McDaniel in lane 2.
Look at the spread.
Great.
That is a gigantic spread. It's not even kind of close. Still waiting. Still waiting. Still waiting. And now they finish. Good God. That is just madness. As you can see, Aiden at 25.49, and the next person, Abby Wilson, at 30.77. That is dramatic. Now, I want you to sink this into your brain. Aiden Gallagher, the male, finished the race at 25.49 seconds. The next racer, Abby Wilson, finished the race at 30.77 seconds. That is a 5.5 second difference between Aiden and Abby. Essentially, not even fucking close. Aiden now holds the record at 25.49 seconds, beating out Samantha Clay at 27.7 seconds. That is a 2.5 second difference between the previous holder of this record. And for those who don't know or are just simply not aware, 2.5 seconds is a lifetime when it comes to a race. Now let's talk about some of these biological differences in men and women. Well, let's begin with the heart. The female heart is 1/4 smaller than the male's heart. With a mass of 245 grams, the female human heart weighs on average 26% less than the male heart with a mass of 331 grams. And right now you're thinking to yourself, oh, that doesn't seem like a huge difference. If a woman is smaller and her heart isn't as big, it shouldn't matter that much, right? How big their heart is. Well, guess what the heart does? You guessed it, it pumps blood. But before we go over blood, let's hop over to the lungs really fast. The volume of adult female lungs is typically 10 to 12% smaller than that of males who have the same height and age. Now, with that volume difference of lungs, that would mean men have more alveoli. Now, for those who don't know about alveoli, they're essentially sacs that exchange gases such as CO2 and oxygen. The number of alveoli per unit area of alveolar volume do not differ between boys and girls, but boys have larger lungs than girls. Thus, the total number of alveoli and alveolar surface area are larger for boys than girls of a given age. Simply saying there is more surface area due to the size of the lungs on a boy compared to that of a girl for alveoli to exist, so men have more. Which then leads us to red blood cell count. Normal red blood cell count ranges are male 4.7 to 6.1 million cells per microliter, females 4.2 to 5.4 million cells per microliter. But now you're thinking to yourself, man, what do red blood cells do? The red blood cells' main function is to carry oxygen from the lungs and deliver it throughout our body. Red blood cells also transfer waste such as carbon dioxide back to our lungs to be exhaled. Red blood cells can carry oxygen due to a protein called hemoglobin. So for those who have been following along, let's do the math. Larger heart, larger lungs, more red blood cells, more alveoli, which means more oxygen and carbon dioxide transfer, thus meaning higher performance. Is this all starting to make sense? I am going to leave it here with this. If you are a biological male, you should only be allowed to compete in biological male sports. Or there needs to be an entirely different category for these people. It is really fucking funny to me that the party that says believe the science seems to completely ignore science on a regular basis.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina.
Like, dislike, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.